For the past couple of years, this pretty little piggy bank has been sitting on my kitchen table. It has no coins in it. Its purpose in life is not to save money for my next vacation. It has a much more important role to play. And next to it is this little pad of Post-it notes and a pen. Every morning before I leave for the day, I take a minute to write down a name or two or a situation somewhere that I want to lift up in prayer during the day. And then sometime in the evening before I go to bed, I take a minute or two to write down at least one blessing that I received, or better said, that I recognized during the day that I'm especially grateful for. Each of these little notes goes into the piggy bank. I'm not sure how easy it'll be to empty it if and when the time comes, but if I know you or about you, chances are your name is in my bank. I think those few minutes each day help to keep me centered about why I'm here. It gives me a certain sense of direction and to remember that it's not all about me. Each of us is here to help build God's kingdom wherever we are. Our parish Lenten theme this year is For God So Loved the World. St. John continues by saying, For God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son, that we might have life. How would you finish that sentence? For God so loved the world that. How about God so loves the world that he sent me, that he sent you here and now to fulfill his mission? Or how about God so loves me that? And how would you finish that sentence? Do you realize there has not been 1 second in your whole life that you have not been loved to the extreme? It seems like we've had 18 months of winter. Well, not really winter, but it feels like the isolation and darkness of winter since the pandemic began, since the horrible summer weather disasters we've had and the winter storms all across the country, since a very contentious election cycle, since racial issues have been so loud. But spring can't be far away, can it? The other day I heard someone say, memories can bring hope just as amnesia can bring depression. There's no doubt that that's true. As we continue to wait to get our fingers into the dirt again to plant spring flowers and wait to pack away the winter gloves and scarves and wait for the joy of the glory of another Easter, let's remember just how loved we are and how great life is. On the last page of his #1 bestseller book, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, Charlie Mackesy writes, I want you to see this, writes, the end, and then crosses it out and instead writes, look how far we've come. What a great way to move ahead.